Okay, now. Oh, you know what, ladies? I have been sitting here sewing and talking to you, welcoming you to my space. And then I looked up there and then I seen that I never pushed the button that says go live. So that says go live. I was just talking to nobody. I was just talking to nobody. But what I was, see, I was just talking to y'all. I was just talking to y'all. And for the last 15 minutes, I've been talking. It didn't even say I wasn't even live. But what I was telling you, okay, so I'll give you a quick recap. Um, I'll give you a recap of what I was saying. See, I was in the kitchen first of all, so I was already a couple minutes late because I was putting things in the oh, what do you call that pot? It's like a pressure cooker, and I was putting my dinner in the pressure cooker pot thing, whatever they call them, hot pots or something, and and so I was putting my roast in there. I put a roast in there and some potatoes and some carrots and some celery and some onion and some set seasonings, and I put it in there. It's supposed to only take 10 minutes to cook. So, and usually that pot, I like that pot. It's really a good thing. And and so I was talking to y'all when I come back in here. I was already like 2 minutes late. And so I was just talking and I saw all you beautiful people. So I just was saying hello. Now I gotta say hello to you again because you will not know that I was saying hello. And so what is that racket? Okay. We won't worry about whoever that is. Now, so, but I was just a talking up a storm, just like I always do. And now I have to recap. I have to recap. Let's see who all is here. Deborah Brown, Arlene Atkins Zell is here. Susan Hill is here. And Susan, already commented, Rick bought you a new puppy for your birthday. And it's a little boy, 2 months old, and sharp teeth. Yes, those baby teeth are very sharp. And they have so much energy. Oh my gosh, when they're little like that. But see, now that little puppy, a name for him yet, Susan? That will be Bella's little brother. Yes. And then we have Melissa Long and Gail, of course. Gail is there, and Gail is a puppy lover too. My goodness, she's got a well. Her puppy is growing up. I'm telling you. I mean, time is flying. And there's Kathy Lake. Hello, and Melissa. Why is this little thing here? Melissa Long. Hello to you and welcome, Janet Vishon. Janet Vish. Because I can't. And let's see. Now, where did I go? There more was, well, Samantha Owens, and let's see, Pearl Manhattan. She had to run though. And Pearl, I was watching her live this morning, but I didn't see it all. I have to watch, I'll have to up on hers because I do like listening to her. And then there's Kathy Colwell. Thank you for coming, Kathy. You are so awesome. Um, let me see. I'm hoping I got everybody's name in there. Because as I scroll through this, it kind of jumps and jiggles. And so I don't know if I'm getting all of the names, but if I didn't, oh, Alicia Mott, hello. Barbara Batzer, hello. Donna Thurmond, you all, thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, it is so good to see every one of you. It is absolutely so good to see every one of you. Colette Colbert up there in Canada. I bet it's cold up there. Yes, it is so good to see all of you. And thank you so much for coming. I'm doing now is, see, now right here, I have 4 of my squares that I put together. And that's what I'm doing right now is I'm putting 4 squares together. Careful to, on all the squares, have a different backing, because I've got the backing on all the squares. And so I still have this tier stack to put together. Yeah, it's a bunch. And so, but what I'm doing now is I'm just stitching them together, wrong sides together, just the wrong sides together. I'm stitching so that these seams are going to be shown on the top of the quilt. And for some reason, the name of that quilt, the name of that is just absolutely has left me. And so where that seam is on the outside, usually this seam is about 3/4 of an inch, and then you snip it all the way around so it's fuzzy. And there's a cut, and it's just not coming to me. So if you have the name in your top of your, at the tip of your tongue, spit it out for me so I know what that's called. But that's what I'm going to be doing here, is just working on my quilt and just whole chatterboxing with you all. And another thing I'm trying to learn now is about, now in these I don't have any batting. There's no batting or anything in these at all. It's all it is, so it's going to be a lightweight of a thing. A lightweight kind of a thing, although because there is going to be some weight to it. But I've got the flannel on the back and the pieces in the front, and inside is just where I sewed the pieces to a piece of, well, it was sheet. Oh, there's Pearl Manhattan. Yes, I was trying to, Pearl, I wasn't here. I was here earlier, but I didn't push the button that says start video, and I mean start live, go live. I didn't push that because I just didn't, because this dementia, whatever, I'm going to call it dementia. Then when I really have to, won't be surprised at it. But I wanted to tell you that I enjoyed even the little part of the little bit, because I come in late on your live, but I come in just as you were talking about your son, and I heard the word autism, and I thought, oh gosh, let me listen to this. But then you were about ready to leave. So I'm going to go back to your video, and I'm going to watch the replay, because I'm in the process of learning all I can now since my grandson has been diagnosed. And so I heard you mention that word, and maybe you don't have nothing, but I'm going to go back anyway. And Renee from the Little Red Wagon, right along with her. And so see there, I've got those 4 together now. And one of the things I'm also learning about, and I need to know, is now if you watch, I made a video yesterday, I think, where I made this here pouch. And I had sewn, just playing around, I sewed all these little bitty blocks together and made like all them little quilt blocks with those little bitty squares. And so then I wanted to make a little pouch that would hold my calendar, my secret book, and my checkbook. And so I used that piece to make this. And but the thing is, I put some kind of batting in there that I had. And so, but there is many kinds of, and let me see, I've been writing some notes. Stabilizer. And I'm thinking, because this I had batting of some kind, but then somebody said stabilizer is what I needed. So that's one of the things I need to learn about, what to put in to give it some stiffness. And it could, and I like that there's a little pufficity in here. Pufficity. That means it's puffy. I like that, but I'm learning about different stabilizers or fusible somethings, and so I know what to put into quilted products that I'm making. Like I've been making some cozy. One of my learned about them, and I've got the right kind of of puffy to go in there. That puffy stuff. I got the right kind, and because the kind I got that go into my bowl cozies is 100% cotton, and it's microwave. I know I got the right stuff in the bowl cozies, because I have learned that in the bowl cozies I have to have, yeah, pufficity. Fusible webbing. Now, how is fusible webbing, Renee? What is the difference between fusible webbing and fusible stabilizer? Because now I have, let's see, my little book. I'm trying to keep myself some notes. There's fusible webbing. Okay, so now let me see. There's fusible webbing. That's now a new word for fusible webbing. Okay, fusible webbing. And then there's batting. And then stabilizer. Now this is what this is going to be my learning. Now most people go on, most YouTubers go on to teach things. And but I don't teach. I go on here to learn. Oh my gosh, Katie Evans. Yes, I had a wonderful Christmas. Oh my gosh. And I saw your pictures, saw the pictures of Taylor's birthday. How wonderful. And Taylor is my oldest great grandson. And I have a great grandson that is now 8 years old. That I am not old enough to have an 8-year-old, 8-year-old great grandson. Okay, so now, okay, yes, it depends on what I need it for. Yes, Janet, that is true. But like, batting. Now, batting is, I know batting is what you would put into a quilt to make the quilt, to make the quilt be like puffy, and I guess partly to give it the warmth too. So you put batting. Now there's fusible batting or just batting. And so why would you use a fusible batting? And where would you use that? It seems like a fusible batting you wouldn't use on a quilt because you'd have to iron the whole thing. Pearl has grand kitties and a grand bunny. He's smiling big, my great grandson. I just love that boy so much. My goodness. Okay, so batting, in what way? But batting is pufficity. Yes. Fusible means that it heat sensitive glue applied to it. Okay, I'm thinking that you would use that maybe on a smaller project like, okay, so fusible batting has, okay, okay, so, okay, okay, so Gail says that you might use fusible batting when you make blocks before sewing them together. Okay, now, so that's good. That has glue, so that makes sense. And Renee says that batting alone doesn't adhere, make the fabric top and bottom stay put. Okay, so I have got a quilt in there. I got laying on my dining room table right now that I started making about 40 years ago. And never got it completely quilted. And so, okay, fusible batting is good for pot holders. That's because they're smaller, yes. I use double-sided stabilizer when making totes or pouches. Now, when you say okay, now we're on stabilizer. You use double-sided stabilizer when making totes or pouches. Okay, when you say double-sided, then that means it is adhering. That's probably what I needed on my my little pouch thing. Okay, so that's where, now when you say double-sided stabilizer, that means there's glue on both sides? Glue on both sides. Well, yeah, that's what it was. So I guess you can buy single-sided or double-sided stabilizer. Is the stabilizer, is that like stiff? Does that make it, okay, glue on both sides. It would have been good for my pouch. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. So, and the stabilizer, I'm thinking that's kind of stiff. It makes your fabric stiff. Stabilizer. Yeah, I would think so. All right. Now, when we talk about fusible webbing, is that the same as stabilizer or something? Oh, maybe that's a little bit more flexible. Stabilizer is just glue that is activated when, oh, okay. Stabilizer is glue that activated when ironed. Okay, stabilizer is glue when activated. Okay, I wonder, okay, webbing is very thin. Okay, I meant webbing is just glue. Oh, webbing is just glue. Oh, I wrote that on the wrong page then. Okay. Okay. Webbing. Okay, got it. Okay. No, that's okay. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, so the fusible webbing is the glue, is something that you can use to glue two pieces of fabric together. Oh, so I could use then, like if I was going to, Oh, wait a minute. Is that the stuff that's got paper on one side? Okay, because I have something that's got paper on one side and there's this on the other side. And it's paper on one side and something on the other side. So I'm thinking that, like, if I were to iron. Arlene, are you leaving? Thanks so much for coming by. Okay, we will have a blessed afternoon. Thank you for coming by, Arlene. I'm sorry your internet is being awful. Okay, now there's something I have a piece of. It's paper, but it's got something on it. It's like it almost, maybe it's the webbing, because what I'm thinking now at, like, if I was to iron that onto a piece of fabric, then if I was to cut like our heart shape out of that piece of fabric that's got still that paper on it, then I could iron it to like a patch and then do some, like, put it on like a applique. I think I'm getting this now. Okay, so the batting is what I put in between. Okay, Janet uses wet appliques. Okay. Okay, and the stabilizer. Okay, the stabilizer is what we would use, like if we're making a bag or a pouch or something that we want just to be a little bit stiffer. Okay, so that, I guess that's the three things, like batting, webbing, and stabilizer. Okay, I was looking, I had an email that gave me a coupon for how to use it, applique or to cover edges. Okay. Hi, Abigail. So good to see you. I'm glad that you come by. And batting is for quilting. All right. Okay. Because I had a coupon and I thought, okay, let me go look and see what they had. And so then there was so much to look at of the different things. And I didn't know. Okay. Stabilizer is sturdy. Okay. So then I think I've got it. I do believe I've got it. That is very, very helpful. I put down all of those little, yes. Okay. I think I've got it. Depends on the thickness of the stabilizer. The thin stuff is used to stabilize thin fabric. Oh, so they have different thicknesses of the stabilizer. Okay, thin for thin fabric, and maybe there's a heavier stabilizer if you want to stabilize maybe like denim. I think so. Okay, I knew you guys do this. Okay, that's good. You guys are smart. You guys are smart. Okay, so now I'm gonna sew a couple together because this is my first plan. Take these two and stitch them wrong sides together. Wrong sides together. We will stitch. And if I could get this whole thing stitched together tonight, I would. And then I start working on the pillow shawl. So I got to get the pillow shawl going too. Wait a minute, I got a thread. I got to snip here. Snip. There we go. And I'll take these two and put the flannel sides together. Uh-oh. Interfacing. word. Hi, Aaron. And Alyssa says hi. That's wonderful. You can get these items single or double-sided fusible. Okay, so all of them are either single or double-sided. Okay, but now we got that new word that's interfacing. Now I have done interface on when I used to sew a lot of clothing. I would make interfacings in plackets, colors, and stuff, which was just another piece of fabric. Actually, is all that I would use. And so now, is there like a fusible interfacing? Because that would be a whole nother ball of wax, interfacing. So, interesting, interfacing. Write interfacing down here too. Gotta write interfacing. I put my pen right there where it belongs. So apparently you can get interfacing. Interfacing is not as sturdy as a stable. Okay, so interfacing is, and maybe a fusible interfacing, I guess they probably have. I should know more stuff than this, as old as I am, but I don't. So I'm thinking that the interfacing that you would use in, like when you're making a collar or a placket in a shirt or something, where I used to always use interfacing. I guess that's just if fusible facing. Okay, and so I imagine that you can get that in other thicknesses as well. Different thicknesses. Hi, Joy Robinson. Oh, my Joy, I'm so happy to see you. And we're going to figure out, me and Joy, we're going to be crafting together. We're going to be crafting together. She got her camera today. And we're going to figure out how to do this all together. All together now. I have a camera that I can use in here because I didn't have a camera in here. Now I do have a camera here using that was built in on the computer on the laptop, but my laptop come over on the arc. It's very old, and it just wasn't doing a very job. Well, then now I have a new camera. As blessed with a new camera, and so now I can. And now Joy, my computer or internet are sure running slow. I think there's a lot of people on the internet these days, some are off for the holiday break. Kids are off for the holidays. And also, things are just slow. I do, you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Interfacing and stabilizers are typically used between two layers of fabric in apparel and accessories. Stabilizers provide structure for projects like tote bags and crafts, whereas interfacing is generally used to provide in apparel project like the shirt collars and facings. Okay. This is good. Very good. Now, that's very good. I just kind of, this will help me too, as I have been seeing some people even use, like in placemats and things, I've seen where they have said they use even towel to use as like an interfacing. And so, or not an interfacing, but just some kind of a thickness, like a piece of an old bath towel. And so, but and now it's good to know. Just am trying to get all of the fusible things straight in my head. Okay, very good. That's very good. You guys are smart. Okay, see, so now 4 right there together. And then this one, let's see, I got to make sure I got 4 different backs. I'm looking at the backs and not the fronts. So all the flannels are on the backs. So I got 4. Many varieties of both. So I'm guessing, though, they're all weights and thicknesses. So guessing that it's going to depend on. Oh, Miss Aliki says, I found a good link for you regarding types of stabilizer. I will mute or comment it after the live. Thank you, Miss Aliki. That's wonderful. Now, Janet says you use double-sided fusible for your pouch. You could have made a sandwich and ironed the fabric and lining on with batting in the middle. You know, I thought that, Janet, but I didn't do that. And the reason I didn't do that is because if I would have sandwiched it between the 2 layers of fabric, I couldn't have turned it. I knew I wanted to turn it. And so that's why I wasn't really fusing, but it's really been around my house for like 100 years. So maybe the glue is dissipated or something, but I wanted to be able to turn it and then just top stitch around. Otherwise I would have had to put some kind of a edging on it. And so that's why I didn't try to put them right together. Hi, Deborah May. It's good to see you. I've missed you. Yep. Okay. So anyway, so if I were to want to do something that was yeah, if I'd have fused both sides, I would have still had the raws, which I do like raw edges. In fact, just all of this is all raw edges on this quilt I'm doing. And so I think if I was wanting to use some kind of a stabilizer like in the pouch I made, what I would need is a single, if I wanted to do it the same way, I would need a single-sided fusible stabilizer that on one side. And hi, Scrap Chick. Very good to see you. So there is Scrap Chick right there. And so thanks for coming. You guys are awesome. And so yeah, okay. I think this is so, like, if I was to make that pouch again, if I had a single-sided stabilizer, best for me to do what I did on that one right there. I would think I've got this. A single-sided, yep, okay. Janet says, yeah, I got it. Oh my goodness, how nice. Yeah, this is good. This is good information. Oh, I'm glad that I went live on this. Okay. Oh, no. Here comes another word. Fusible fleece. Here's another word. Oh, wait a minute. Now we've got fusible fleece. Okay. Oh, they make insulated. Wait a minute. Where's my book? I gotta write this stuff down. Lady I talk to a lot, and she's trying to straighten me out, but sometimes it takes a lot. So, insulated stabilizer. That's cool. Insulated stabilizer. for like lunch tote. And that's good to know in case I want to do that, because I want to use this year of 2021 to oh, and then that fusible piece. Let me write that down here. Okay, I spelt it wrong. There. Now, okay. To I want to, I'm going to use this year of 2021 that I am going to have a tote that I just fill with little things that I can give as gifts. Because when it comes to the Christmas and all of that, we just do not go shopping. And we just don't. This past Christmas, this Christmas, um, I didn't go shopping. I didn't do no shopping. But then I had found out like the day, like 2 days before Christmas, that I was having two of my children coming over with their, and I thought, oh no, I didn't buy no gifts. I know they'll come bearing gifts. I just do it. And so then that morning, Christmas Eve morning, I sit here at the sewing machine and I made bowl cozies. So everybody got bowl cozies. So I had something to give them. And they loved them. They loved them. And like my son says, I am going to be using this all the time because I'm tired of burning my fingers. And so I'm going to have those kind of things. And now either hot or cold casserole bags. Oh, see? Wait a minute. Where'd my mouse go? Right there where it always is. Okay. I haven't reusable grocery bags for whenever I can get back inside a grocery store. Fusible fleece is a type of stabilizer interfacing. Joy said she's learning right along with us. I think all of us are learning because this is good. This is really, really good. And we can actually learn this kind of stuff. Hi, Neva Fitzgerald. Cordula, there's my friend. There is my friend Cordula. Cordula is trying. Cordula is trying very hard to get me straightened out on these different kinds of webbing and fusibles and all of that. She's trying her darndest, but she's doing good. I'm learning from you so much. And Neva, I just saw your name earlier going through when I was going through my comments under videos, and I try to comment on most all my comments. And I hit the button. I noticed how I do that. Yeah. Oh, she spins is there. Hello. Oh my goodness. Yes, Erin. I can't wait till you can come over to either. We'll sit here and sew together. And there's Irene Baxendale. You can get heat-resisting batting or fleece infused. Wait a minute. Where do we go? Or fleece for casserole bags or oven. I did have, and I used it all up, all my heat-resistant. I used that up in my bowl cozies, but I ordered another piece. I ordered some more. And so I'll have some more of that. Okay, and Ella Neva said she found it at Walmart. Oh, and Juanita. Somebody said hello to Juanita. I didn't see you, Juanita. Hello, Juanita. This is good. This is really good. And now you mentioned the fusible fleece. Now, when I think about fleece, I'm thinking about like a fleece, like what I call fleece is just some fabric. Oh, she spins is Juanita. Okay. Oh, I like that name, Juanita. I had a dear friend, Juanita. She's now an angel, but she was my Juanita. And oh, it's not like a fleece blanket. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Fleece blanket. Hi, Janice. Now, Miss Cordula, let me just tell you about her. I just tell everybody everything. Her and I have been chatting. We've been video chatting a lot, and she has showed me around her sewing room. Her sewing room is in her living room because we both decided who the heck needs a living room, and so and she has showed me so many of the little things that she has made that are okay. Irene said fleece is a lightweight batting. Okay, let me write that down. Actually, this little book where I'm writing all my stuff, Cordula sent me that book, and that's where I'm putting all my little notes of these things I'm learning. I've wrote a lot of notes that she's told me. Okay, now what was I going to just write that down? Lightweight batting. Okay. Yes, I have learned so much from Cordula. She has taught me so much, and now I keep learning. I'm filling this here book up. Oh, wool batting. Now, I do know that the batting, okay, one thing that I learned about the batting that you use in the microwavable things does not have any shim. I think that's what it's called, is shim. And the shim is something that's put in some battings to keep its form so it doesn't like stretch out of shape when you're using it. It's got that shim. And so, but the batting that in things that you're going to that things that you use in the microwave, like the bowl cozies, it has no shim. And that is because the shim could actually cause your bowl cozy to catch on fire. And so, but the batting that is made for in the microwave, I believe it is just all cotton. I don't know if it's anything other than just all cotton. Is it all cotton, Cordula? I think. I don't know though if you can just get cotton batting and use that in your bowl cozies or I've also made um little little a little pouches to put a baked potatoes in. Hang on, I'm gonna go see something. I'll be right back. Hang on, talk about it amongst yourself. Watch my stuff. So now, this like 99 forevers ago, but this, see how it just folds over like them old typey baggies, you know. But I can put 2 or 3 potatoes in here, and then I just flip this over like this, put that in the microwave for about, I have like 3 potatoes in there. Put it in the microwave, and it'll microwave them potatoes. Perfect when you have them in one of these little pouches. And see, that kind of works like a little. Remember how them old baggies didn't come anymore, where the baggies just flipped over. I lose all my breath just walking to the kitchen. So but yeah, and this is padded with that microwavable, and I think, okay, it's 100% cotton. So Cordula, so when you buy the batting that says it's for microwave price, is it the same as if you were to buy a cotton batting? Does it work the same way? Oh, Janet would love to see how a bowl cozy is made. I will have to do that. I'll do a bowl. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, is make a cozy video, because they're so simple. Hi, Selena. No. I didn't mean to answer. I don't want no scam likely. Good grief. Oh, whoops. Hey, Selena Langford. Yes, it is so good to see you. Oh, Irene, I'm so sorry. Internet is not working well. Yes, Janet, I am going to do one. I love farmy fabric. Like, I just love farmy fabric. So anyhow, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I will. I'm going to do it probably tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I got many times, and I need to go. Jennifer's going to pick me up. I'm going to call her and remind her that she's going to take me. And so, but when I get back from that, I don't like going nowhere. I just don't like this thing so many times. And so now they've called me to remind me, and they've called Papa to remind me. Oh, the scrap chick loves. She likes farm fabric too. Okay, let's see. Now, do not buy polyester batting for a bed quilt. It's not breathable. Oh, okay, so that's true. Okay, so Gail says her mom always used cotton batting. Yes, I do too. Janet. I just love rustic country. And this here, I think this here quilt is going to, always already said that it's going to just be rustic. It's just going to be, it's nothing fancy. It's just, and I just am not into fancy. I just am not into fancy at all. So now get me 4 more. Make sure I have 4 different flannels. Okay, 1, 2. There's some more dragons. And I'll make sure I have 4 different ones. And I've pretty much, I had quite a bit of flannel just that I've made. Well, you're not supposed to make pajamas out of them, but I've made sleep pants for family, out of flannel. And so I've had a lot of that flannel, and I've just been using the different pieces that I've left I've been using on the backs of these squares. Now, like this one here, it says August. I got all the months. That one's December, because at one time I was making these little, but and when I was doing the craft fairs, I was making little dolls, and I made them for every month of the year. And the actual dolls were made out of wood, and then the dresses I made on them were all made with this. Well, not all of them, but I did all the months of the year. Plus, I did some others too, of course. But hi, Brenda Simon. Very good to see you. Thanks for coming by. But so I had still a lot of this fabric made for the months left over. Now I've got using it up now. This sleep pants, which my family just wears them as every day, you know. And so, but now here, like this one, that was one of my slash blocks where the slashing. This one here is just a bunch of, there's a little piece of flannel there too. All different kinds of fabric, just all. And this one, oh, this one was a slash as well, a slash block, which I slashed it in 4 different directions. Well, these were up and down, and these 2 crossways. I like the way that one looks. And this one is a lot of lace, and even this is a piece of just a piece of off of a doily or a tablecloth or something. It's got some of the yo-yos on it. I put some buttons on there, but they're all just different. They're all different. And so when this whole thing gets put together, then I got to snip this off. That was part of my slashing, that neat on there. And whew, yeah, we'll get this one going. Simon, did I say hello to you? So hello, Brenda. Thanks for coming by. Thank you so much for coming by. I love seeing all of you. I love seeing all of you. Just hang out with me and keep me company while I get my squares stitched together and whatever else I want to talk about. Oh, I wanted to let you know too, I have had a few views that's mentioned to me that the advertisements in my videos just take over the video in constantly stopping. So I was watching a couple of my own videos to see, and yes, oh my gosh, they were going, it was like so many advertisements. And now I do say to you, sometimes the advertisements do come in handy, because then that gives you time to go get a cup of coffee or go to the bathroom or something. But if one comes up in the middle, just skip it. Just do the skip. But I went to the page where I can work on telling them when I want advertisements. And so I have put in that I won't only want them at the beginning and the end, because the advertisements is where I do make a little bit of income when people watch them, but I do not want them to be every 2 minutes all the way through the video. I don't like that myself, and I know other people don't like that either. And so I think I do have it fixed now to where you will not see advertisements in through the you won't see advertisements throughout the video. So hopefully the way I fix it is correct. And so I don't think it'll take advertisements off of the ones that are already put up there. I don't know. I think it's just going to work on the future ones, that there won't be any advertising throughout, only at the beginning and end, and you don't even have to watch them, only if you need time to go to the bathroom or get coffee or cook dinner. You think no one would watch the ads at the end of the videos? Well, I do watch ads at the end of videos because I have my video that from like if I'm watching videos while I'm sewing here, it'll go from one to the next. And so if it just goes from one to the next, well, then you use it so that you can go to the bathroom or go get you a snack or go walk the dog or whatever. But if you let that video run, if you let the advertisement run at the beginning and end, then that gives you that time, and it also gives the YouTuber that much of watch time of the ads. So I don't mind an occasional ad. I don't mind an occasional ad when I'm watching my videos, but when they come, like they were coming on mine, like you'd see 2 minutes of video and then a long ad, 2 minutes of video and then a long ad. And so, and the place I found to adjust that, it just gives you opportunity to have before stream, after stream, or during stream. It didn't give you the option of, however much. I let them run sometimes just because it gives you some skip, other times just depends. Yeah, it just depends. And there's a lot of things. I might be watching something that I'm really interested in it. I don't want to watch a video. So I will just skip. And all of my ads that comes on mine should be skippable because you're able to say that you can have non-skippable ones or skippable. Well, I put mine all on to where they can be skipped. So, because it's like you don't make a whole lot. I think you only make money on YouTubers if you got like a Patreon or something like that, and I don't have nothing like that. So, but I do make, some months I do actually make. I mean, they don't pay you every month unless you make at least $100. Unless you, if you bring up at least $100, then they pay you every month. But if you don't make $100, then they don't pay you that month until maybe next month. It'll add up to 100. Maybe it'll make three months before it adds up to 100. But that's how they pay. Okay, so anyhow. Ooh, I got a pin still in that one. I'm going to take that out of there. We don't want that in there. Okay, sure wouldn't want a pin in the middle of the night. See that one there? This one's got a lot on it. That one's got a lot on it. This one got them Tampa Bay Bucks on there. And oh, this one, I liked doing this one. This one I just had look, I got threads on these. So I got to snip off. But on all the seams then on this one, oops, I put that little tiny orange rickrack, it's not orange, it's gold rickrack on each one of those seams. And I think that's pretty. I like it. It's just real narrow. And most of these things, I thank you all, because most of these things like this rickrack piece of fabric right here, a lot of this has been coming in Happy Meals, and I have used them and I do love them. So these are fun. Okay, flannel sides together. Yes, I am too, Gail, because I was getting. Okay, yes, Gail, I was getting little notes, some private messages telling me that it was getting a little bit crazy, the amount of ads that were in the middle of the videos. And And some of them were non-skippable. You couldn't skip them. You had to watch it. And so that's when I said, oh, I've got to fix that. And so that's when I started digging through, and I did find, and they got that option hidden. I mean, you got to really dig to find that option. And you can't just do it on each individual video. You've got to go and pre-plan it, pre-plan, or whatever you call it, that. But yeah, so hopefully I've got that fixed. And so I still have before videos, and I mean before ads and after are totally skippable if you want to skip them and go to the next video. But like I usually let them run, because it's giving the creator a little bit of something, and then it also gives me time to go use the bathroom or get up and walk. Sometimes you just got to get up and walk, just get up and take a little stroll. So yeah. So anyway, so here we go with, I still have quite a stack of these. So I'm going to just put these two now this way. I have had so much fun doing these. But now I've also been cutting apart my jeans. My daughter gave me a whole sack full of blue jeans, and I'm cutting those apart and making just different size squares or rectangles out of them, because I want a blue jean quilt on my denim dungarees, my dungaree quilt, and that will be fun. And I do think I want to do, because I've liked the little bit of applique I've done. I like that, and I think I might want to do like wall hangings or like that. I think those would be fun. So there, now I got there 4. I just love it. I just think this is going to, and once it's washed too, and it gets more, see, I can go and I can snip all these snip all these seams too, so it gets even more fraggily, whatever, fluffy. Yeah. So, and there's a name for these quilts that are sewn this way together. I've been saving my daughter's jeans. Would love to make a large tote to go shopping, like as if I go shopping. Yeah, right. I'm feeling, yeah. Shopping totes. So you make them as gifts for your family members that are going to go shopping for you. There's 1, 2, 3, and I got another flannel. That's not the same. Oh. So there's me 4 pieces. That one is a scrap. And this one is, oh, this one's got a lot of different stuff in it too. Ooh, I'm going to have to be real careful going right here, because I got a button close to the corner. And it's got ruffled lace on it. It's got crocheted pieces on it. It's got just scraps, little scraps. There's some ribbon in here. This one's got there's a little smiley face. So I'm going to do that one with a button. This one here I did, which is called couching. This is another thing I learned, where all the seams has got yarn along them, and I zigzagged the yarn into each seam and a couching. See, another thing I've learned so much about. Samantha was listening while driving. Thank you, Samantha. That's awesome. Samantha is going to live, or maybe she's already moved, I don't know, not too far from me. Wait a minute. I just heard that noise. That means my thread, my bobbin. I gotta fix my bobbin real quick. When I hear that noise, then I know my bobbin come. Sometimes it gets like a piece of lint in there or something. Let me fix that, okay? Let me get that. Put my bobbin back in there. Get it up here. And yeah, Sam's going to not live far from me, so we are going to get together. We are, me and Sam. Samantha. And there we go. Now, got that. Now put this back in here. Okay. Now. Oh, you're not moving to Homosassa? Oh, maybe that's a different Samantha. Oh, maybe it's a different... Wrong Samantha. Oh, my gosh. So you're not the Samantha that lives in Jacksonville right now and is moving to Homosassa. That? Oh. Hi, Christine G. I'll be darned. Christine G. Okay, now where was I? Oh, I was right here. Okay, well, what is that? Samantha. It's another Samantha. Oh. That's pretty embarrassing. It's pretty embarrassing when you get all your Samanthas mixed up. Got all my Samanthas mixed up. Possibly. I would love to move, but staying in Oklahoma. Oh, you're in Oklahoma. Well, who is that Samantha that... Okay, I've got too many Samantha. It doesn't take much to get me up, though. Yes, virtual hug. Thank you. Gosh, now I'm going to have to... Now that's going to bother me till I figure out the other Samantha. Well, you could come see me, though, Samantha Owens. Or maybe it's a different name, Owens. Or maybe there's two Samantha Owens in the world. Samantha, did you ever send me a real beautiful, absolutely over-the-top beautiful journal? Samantha Owens? Oh, I did one wrong. Oh, Lizzie Beth. I just did this one wrong. I pulled them stitches out of that one. Well, I'll do that later. I did that one wrong. Instead of had all this Samantha stuff on my mind. My Samantha. I am confused. I'm always confused, but somebody, and I thought it was Samantha Owens, but then I thought Samantha Owens was you. I thought the Samantha Owens was a different Samantha. And you didn't. Okay, so it's this other Samantha. Well, okay. It's the other Samantha. Or something. Well, at least you guys know that I'm not too bright. Now I'm going to go have... Who in the world? I'm such a goof brain. I am such a goof brain. I'm not really a goof brain, but we'll talk to that boy later. That's my boy. Yeah, we do have to figure out the mystery Samantha. But the mystery Samantha lives in Jacksonville, and she is going to move to Homosassa, the mystery one. And the mystery one is the one that sent me that journal. Dang, that gets pretty doggone confusing. Now who's trying to call me? Is that my son? Decline. Okay, I declined him. Okay. He's used to me declining him, though. He's used to me declining him. Yeah, and you thought you was the one and only. Well, it may even still be the same name. Oh, but knowing me, it could be anything. So anyhow, we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. Yes, it does. I love Janet quilting as you go. It's just, this is so much fun because you can have any kind of fabrics, any size of fabrics. And I'm only putting flannel on the back because I had all this flannel. Did I just run out of bobbin thread? No, it just, oh, I see. I had a thread hung up there. Okay. Any kind of fabric. Any kind of fabric. Any kind of whatever. And just stitch them all together. And like here, I started with, I had a sheet. And had a, and I tore that sheet up into 10-inch by 10-inch pieces. And I used those 10-inch by pieces and just put, hi Grace. I used the 10 by 10s and just added stuff to them, whatever scraps I had. Here's an applique piece. This is an old handkerchief. This is a yo-yo or a Suffolk puff. Just this one, on this one here too. There's a piece of a Battenberg laces on here on this one, and a little organza flower is there. A piece that I cut off embroidered something, little tiny piece of rickrack. Just a whole bunch of different pieces. And so, yep, it is going to be amazing. There's one pretty. Look how pretty that one is. That's pretty. They're all pretty. I can't even say that one is prettier than the next one. I'm just going to make sure I have all different fabrics on the backs when I stitch these together. And this one. So those are all 4 different ones. Samantha Stimpson. It might be, Gail. It might be, because that is another familiar name. I'm going to quit pretending like I know who everybody is. Hey, you guys, I got to make a quick trip. If you stay, thank you very much. If you don't feel like staying, don't worry. But I'll be right back. I got to make an emergency trip. Okay, there we go. It's well now in the home front. Okay. Yeah, while I was on my intermission, on my short vacation break there, I thought of it. It's called a rag quilt. Rag quilt when you put them together this way. And a rag quilt. And they even make special scissors for you to be able to cut your rag quilts. See, you wait. That's what they have, these like special scissors. Let me see, where'd they go? These scissors, because and I have a friend who's a neighbor who told me about these, but they're yeah, they call them 6.5-inch rag quilting snips. And so, because what you do with these, once you get these 4 pieces together, you take, I haven't even tried these snips. You go, now here, see, have that piece, that seam there that you made, and you just snip. And being careful, snip to the seam, into the seam, up to the seam, but not into the seam. Don't cut the seam. And so you just do these snips, and these snips are sharp enough that they will go through all those layers with no trouble. So like cutting through butter with a hot knife. And so it will take a while to get all of these snipped, but you don't have to do them all at one time. But these snips got that spring in there. So once you snip, it just puffs back open again. And some of these squares are thick. Some aren't too thick, but some are. But now, see, now all of these, now you can see, now I know about 3/8 of an inch of a seam in there, but you can see once they're once it's snipped, see how raggedy it looks? How raggedy. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. And little sister Cheryl. Wow. Yeah, there's like that, true. Janet, that's got a few blades on them, but they just, and I got a pair of them, but they just do not seem to be sharp enough. But see how that just makes that all that fuzzy look, and I love that. And I'm going to be doing that on all these. I first wasn't thinking about doing that because my most that you see made are done with a wider seam allowance here, like 3/4 of an inch. And so, and when I do my baby quilt, when I do that for my newest great grandchild that's still in the oven, I'm going to no, it'll be my grandchild, my great grandchild. I'm going to make it all out of, it won't be a crazy quilt like this. It's just going to be flannel on both sides. And then some kind of a batting. I'm going to have a batting in the middle. So I'll make the, I'm not sure what size I'll make the squares yet, but because it's going to be crib sized, I will make my squares a little bit smaller, maybe about maybe a 6 by 6. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to kind of ponder that one. But see there, now that one's all fluffed. And and the way I do now, I get like a little bored with doing one thing over and over. So what I can do, if I get tired of piecing it together, then I can start doing some clipping for a while. With piecing it together. But I'm telling you, I can sit here at the sewing machine for hours. I can't sit for hours though, because my feet will look like soccer balls. And so I got to get up and move a little bit here and there. How long have I been out? An hour and 22 minutes. That's not too bad. My feet aren't feeling numb yet. Well, I did get up and walk. I walked up to go get my potato holder. Hi, Ilona. Lala Gamaloe. There she is. The rag seams go on the front of the quilt. And if you go ahead and look at some rag quilting videos, just put in rag quilting and you'll get videos that how it's done and show you samples of people have done with quilt, and they're beautiful, especially the baby quilts. Lala was asleep, taking her a nap.
You woke her up?
Well, she just said she was asleep. Okay, Gail, you go take you a little walk.
I'm going to walk out to the mailbox.
Okay, sweet child.
And I'm going to walk to the shed.
Okay, baby cakes.
I love you.
I love you more.
There ain't no more.
Oh, yes, there is. So anyway, see that? And now I can do this fourth piece. These snips work really, really good. They're very sharp at the points. And that's the thing is, like my other scissors, the ones that cut, I think the other ones that I have, I use that for cutting, like on paper. But who was they by? I can't remember now what. She's famous. She's a famous person, and she went to jail for a while. And but she's a famous crafter, and she has a whole line of craft supplies. She also does a lot of gardening. And she went to jail for a while. Oh, I already said that. I can't remember her name though. But I have the scissors are from her line, but they won't cut this fabric. But these are made to go through thick stuff. That's the one, Martha Stewart. You go, gave you the way. They're going to the jail for a while. She had a nice jail cell though, so hey. Yeah, Martha Stewart, Samantha Owens. Yep. See, so now I have all those four. I got them all snipped. This is going to be really, really, really awesome. Yep, Cordula, that's who it was. It was old Martha. And so, oh, and I have to tell you all too, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed sometimes beyond words when things in my life just get all ornery, like me, myself, and I get all ornery. But haven't. Hi, Susan Ernst. I have not been very good. I've not been very good unicorn mama on the unicorn page. I have been a little bit. This is my confession. My last confession was, bless me, Father, for I've sinned. My last confession. But anyway, I have not been doing very good on my Scrappin' Unicorn page, my Scrappin' Unicorn Facebook group. I've been kind of neglecting that. And it's not because I want to neglect it. It's just because I don't know why. I don't have an excuse. I should have come up with an excuse first. But October and November. Yes, October, November. And it was to make a unicorn splash scarecrow. It was a scarecrow, but it had to have something unicorn in the picture or in the project. And many of you have uh, done an entry and put it in there. And I have not chosen a winner. I have sinned. There is going to be a winner chosen. There's going to be a winner chosen. And the winner is going to get one of my upcoming slow stitching kits. I'm making up slow stitching kits. I'm hoping to have them ready to have them ready by the first of the year. But there's still a couple things I'm waiting for that I ordered and I don't have them, and so I don't have them ready. But it'll be a cigar box, and it's going to be a cigar box because I like them cigar boxes. And in the cigar box is going to be a collection of fabric bits. It's going to have it's going to have trims. It's going to have buttons. It's going to have needles. It's going to have embroidery floss. It's going to have scraps of vintage fabrics like laces, or like a little piece of a tablecloth, a little piece of a doily, little pieces like that. They're going to be different things to be put on so you can do the slow stitching. Oh, there'll be a needle threader in there. And is going to be a few beautiful things that you can put onto your slow stitching kit. There's going to be a 10 by 10 piece of fabric that you can do your slow stitching on. There's also going to be a 2.5 by a 45, I think, inch strip in case you want a slow stitched, what do you call them things? A slow stitched, what do you call them long strips? Oh, good grief. But anyway, yeah. Snippet roll. Oh gosh. Yes. And so one of those kits is going to be the prize for the winner of the challenge that was supposed to be pulled on December 1st. This lady right here, this one you're looking at, she's just late. Late. And so, but that's what the prize is going to be, which I do not have them all together yet. I hope to have them together by the first of the year, but that only gives me like one more day. But hopefully in the mail tomorrow. I didn't even get any mail today, but I was kind of hoping, because there's a couple things that haven't come yet in the mail that I ordered that's going to go in the kits. And so, but they're going to be very fun kits that I'm going to have offered, which they're going to be, I'm going to make it up one price to have them in the box, but then I'm going to also have them in just a bag, a Ziploc bag, if you do a cigar box. But the cigar box gives you something to have them all your pieces together. But if you don't want that box, then I'll just have them in like a Ziploc bag, and that way the shipping would be cheaper too if it's just in the bag, because it wouldn't be as heavy. And anyhow, that was just my confession, my public confession, apology in the name of the, but anyway, yeah, so that's something to look forward to. So if you did put in your if you did put in your challenge entry, your name will go in the drawing and we will pull a drawing. Now the last drawing was won by Lori Smith, and she can tell you it took me about a month to get her prize. It took me a month. Oh, I'm just slow. Okay, let me see. Now, I gotta look at these here. I'm good. I do have an Etsy right now, Janet, but who are they? Miss Allie K. Yes, I do have them, but they're not listed on. Actually, there's nothing in my Etsy right now. And so, but I am going to put them in the Etsy, as well as I'm going to put my junk journal kits in the Etsy. I'm going to put a few different things in my Etsy. That is my plan. I'm really going to get this stuff done in January. I said that before. I think I said it last January. But anyway, now let's see. Um Oh, the gun is here. Hello to you. It is so good to see you. Okay, so yes, when I get these kits together, then I am, because I haven't come up, the hardest thing for me is pricing things. Pricing things for me is so hard to do. And so I always feel like I'm ripping people off. But I do, what I have been doing though, I have looked in Etsy and I saw, because there is a lot of available on Etsy from different sellers that have got some slow stitching kits. A lot of theirs I've noticed are like somebody might have all blue fabrics and somebody might have all Christmas fabrics and that kind of thing. Mine is going to be a little bit of everything fabrics, like what you see in this here quilt, a little bit of everything. And so it's going to be nothing themed. There won't be anything themed in there. Some of it is I'm going to be having some like muslin pieces that I have stamped images on. And so there's going to be quite a, and hopefully, I was thinking all of my things that I ordered would be in by now, but they're not, because I ordered them quite some while ago. But I know post office has been quite slow. They were overrun with Christmas, Christmas gifts going on, and everybody is. So many people are online shopping because they don't want to go to the store, and I don't blame them, because I do my online shopping when I can, and that's awesome. Okay, so now I have these two pieces. So I'm going to see this one here, this square here. I put these pieces in, and then I took a piece of just these green stripes are just pieces of bias tape, and I just sewed them on there. And then one's so pretty, a lot of slow stitching on this one. And like this piece there, I slow stitched on here with the beads, went all the way around that one. You'll get some yo-yos. You're going to have these yo-yos are new pieces that might look like this, and buttons. You'll have buttons in there. And I don't have a whole lot of these kind of things like the appliques, but I do have some. So some kits, all the kits will be different. They're going to all be different, but they're fun. And I'm telling you that this slow stitching is amazing. It's an amazing thing to do. It's to just get your mind occupied by something other, something that makes you feel good, something that makes you happy, rather than to think about things that are saddening, because there is so much sadness, and we don't want to we do not want to focus on everything sad. And so this is something, this slow stitching is something, and I just started it myself. I haven't done a lot of slow stitching until recently. and I have learned that it is truly amazing. And it is so much fun. And so the thing is too, if you're a paper crafter, because I was doing most paper, and but if you're a paper crafter, just stop for a minute and just stop the paper crafting for a minute, change routes in something different, into something different, and that I find that to be, and then I don't know. You all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, right? Hi, beautiful, handsome Papa.
I survived my trip. We did not have any new mail.
No new mail?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my word.
So we have received no mail today.
No mail today.
Not even junk mail.
Not even junk mail. Now, that is sad. That's a sad story right there. That is a sad story, Papa. Papa checked the mail again. There's no mail. Today was a no mail day. Let me see. Oh, there's some more down there. Cut 'em. Oh, no, that's the same as that one. That's the same as that one. Oh, there's a purple one. See, I want to get all them 4 flannels different. I still might end up with some of my flannels, the same ones in the same place. This one here, see this one here, I stitched all this square. I just cut out all triangles because I wanted it to kind of look like a forest. Oh, I didn't stitch that right there. But and then I just zigzagged around all my pieces, so it would, and I tried to find like all greens except this one had a scarecrow on. It's not. I was kind of making it look like a forest, and I think it's a little bit awesome. This one here, I started making a long time ago with this little bathing beauty on here and this butterfly and stuff. And then this one is just this. Oh, this one's got flannel. And just, you can do anything. You do not have to. This was scrap fabrics that I got from Cordula. She had scrapped them together, and I scrapped them together more. Yeah, she's kind of spoiled me rotten. Oopsie, I almost did that one wrong. I put the flannels together. Flannels, Elizabeth. And so, well, you guys, I thought I'd finish all these, but I didn't know way. I'd have you from here till doomsday. But I will. Okay, now my chat will not scroll for some reason, so it's stuck way up there. Oh, Cordula is slow stitching right now. How big a seam do you leave on rag quilt? Okay, on my rag quilt, on this one, I'm only leaving about 3/8 of an inch seam. But if you look on, how did I do that? I'm leaving about a 3/8 of an inch seam. But when you see them, when you go look up rag quilts, I'm sorry. When you go to look up rag quilts, you'll see that some leave more than that, like up to an inch even. And when you have like an inch worth of seam on there, you start clipping that, it really makes for a very, very pretty, once you get it snipped, the rag part looks really, really pretty. And so, but mine is, I'm not putting that big of a seam. My seam is only about 3/8 of an inch. I'm starting to get a little bit choked up here. And plus my dinner is probably ready. I need to go in there and make sure Papa eats. And So I think I'm just going to do this one right here. And I'll put this one together, flannel sides together. And what did I do with my other? Oh, I did. I have two of these beginners and enders, but I don't know that. I'll put this one right here. And once I started using these beginners and enders, it's like I can't hardly not use them because I love not having all those threads hanging. Okay, so then I'll put those two together. I made a flannel rag quilt for a baby and it came out so cute, but be careful, flannel's expensive. Yes, it is. Right now, Joann's has it 50% off. And I looked at it, and even 50% off at Joann's, it's still $3.99 a yard. So yes, it is expensive. So, but I'm hoping, I wasn't able to order it today, but and I kind of want to wait. I'm thinking until I know if this baby is going to be a boy or a girl. But I can go with, I don't have to just make it pink or blue. So a blue jean quilt, yeah. So, but I'm gonna watch and wait, because if I if I wait till it comes on sale again, because it'll be on sale again for 50% off. And then also, a lot of times they'll have a coupon that you get so much percentage off on one cut of material. So if you get 10 yards, it's still be that much of a percentage off. And so I wouldn't buy it without using either that coupon or using when it's on sale, because that's expensive enough when it's on sale. But so there I have another 4 pieces put together. So I still have I've got through about half the stack I had. So I do have to go out and make sure the hubster has dinner. And but I'm going to read something, because that's just what I do. Yeah, there's nothing cozier for a sweet baby than a flannel quilt. Oh, Joy says that Walmart has flannel. Thinks I will look at that. Oh, and there's Bootsy. Hi, Bootsy. And Jet Pole. I will check. I will check to see what kind of a price Walmart has, because that might be the route that I'll go. But I've got time to look into that. And I have found some better fabrics in the past. It's been a long time since I bought fabric, but better fabrics that I have found actually at Walmart than at Joann's. I mean, really nice fabrics at better prices. Okay, so I'm going to read this. I like to do my little reading. You're enough to still be there. My gosh, 42 of you. Shelley White, thank you. I didn't see you earlier, but thank you for coming. How wonderful. Okay, this is called, I read out of this book, You Are Stronger Than You Know. Words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. And this one is called Let Go of Guilt. It's okay to make the same mistakes again. Let go of obsessions. They seldom turn out the way you planned. Let go of hate. It's a waste of love. Let go of blaming others. You are responsible for your own destiny. Let go of fantasies. so reality can come true. Let go of self pity. Someone else may need you. Let go of wanting. Cherish what you have. Let go of fear. It is a waste of faith. Let go of despair. Change comes from acceptance and let go of the past. The future right now.